Hi everybody, welcome back to Bring Life Indoors. It's Moira here. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're doing well and having yourself a beautiful day. It's warming up. Spring is around the corner. I'm super excited for that. Before I go ahead with today's video, I firstly want to say thank you so much for your love and support to this channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your kind comments, your thumbs up, sharing this channel and these videos that happens here. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. For those who are new here, my name is Moira. I talk about everything plants, indoors and outdoors, everything plants. So if you love plants, then you're at the right place. Today I'm cleaning my living area, and I thought we could do that together. My living room, and I thought we could do that together. So let's take it from there, and I'll give you a tour once I'm done of this of the living room. I hope you enjoy it. Alrighty, I'm done cleaning my living room. It's all nice and tidy. Yeah, absolutely fresh and clean. Now I'm gonna give you a quick tour of the plants in here. Let's start on this plant wall of mine. All right, let's start here because I actually need to water it. All right, so here I've got my golden pothos. I just need to check because actually they're fine. I don't need to water them. This is my golden pothos which reverted to green. I don't mind at all. I love it. And here's my other one. It wanted to revert, as you can see, but it went back. It stopped. So I'm happy with that. It's my other golden pothos. And this is my heart-shaped leaf, philodendron, and my scindapsus, and my philodendron Brazil. And this is peperomia. I just need to know, let me see. It's a beetle peperomia. This one here, I hope you can see. And this is my another heart-shaped leaf, and this is my variegated Hoya, which is doing well. It's not getting enough light where it is, so yeah, but it's still keeping its variegation. And this is my lemon lime, philodendron, and obviously another golden pothos. So I thought they needed water, but actually they're fine. I think I can go another 2 days or 3 days and we'll check on them again. Let me give you a close-up because I think the camera was a bit far. So yeah, I made this plant wall a few years ago and I love it. I made it out of a wine rack. So, and I love it. I love it. Some of these plants have attached themselves to the wall and some not yet. But regardless, I'm enjoying this wall. All right, we're just gonna go from there to this corner. This corner right here. Here I've got my ficus tree. It's a bit wild, but I love its wildness. You know, I love its wildness. Yeah, it has grown a lot. And next to it, I've got this Monstera deliciosa. It's also coming along. Yeah, it's also coming along. And right behind it, I've got my fiddle leaf fig, which I left it to dry out a few times, meaning I forgot to water it a few times, and every time I did that, it lost the bottom leaves. You can see the stem is naked, but I'm okay. I actually love the look. Doesn't bother me at all. So this is naked and this is doing very well. So I'm trying to keep on top of things with its watering. It's dry up quicker than it was before. Yeah, so I just need to not forget to water it. And here I've got my philodendron Brazil again, which is doing well. Yeah, it's loving the spot it's at. And this is my marble queen pothos. It's also doing well up here. Oh no, you can't see. Up here, it's my marble queen pothos. And yeah, these are the plants I have at this corner, but there's two more. This is my pride and joy. I love this plant. I've had it for years. Even if I forget to water this plant, yeah, you will get those tips, those brown tips. I left it for a bit too long, dry, and that's what happened. But nonetheless, it remains elegant and beautiful. It's your my bamboo palm, you know, it's continuing to just be beautiful and elegant. I love it. It fills up the space very nicely in this corner. And right on the floor there, I've got my, here on the floor, I've got my, I think this is Rojo Congo, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, that's my Rojo Congo philodendron. And it's loving life, enjoying the spot it's at. And we're going to go right above my TV stand. I've got plants up there. And up here, I've got my Monstera deliciosa. I love Monstera deliciosa. If you don't know that, you know that now. And my philodendron heart-shaped leaf. And this is my Chinese evergreen, and it's loving it up there. And another one here. They're the same kind. They're the same kind. And another philodendron, heart-shaped leaf, and monstera. You can see I've got the same thing going on this side with this side. I don't know if you're like me. I like duplicating things, and you know, yeah, not always, in most of the time, you know. Yeah, so I've got the same thing going on this side, is happening this side. So yeah. And then in this corner of the living room, maybe let's start in this hook. I've got, like I said, I love duplicating things. So what's happening here is also happening here. This is my philodendron Brazil, you know, also loving life. And right next to it, in that little corner there, I've got my I've got a name tag here. I've got my Pilomil Song of Jamaica. I love this. I think it's a Dracena, if I'm not wrong, but it's called Pilomile Song of Jamaica. Absolutely beautiful plant. My husband bought me this plant, and I love it. I pray I'll be able to keep it for years and years to come. It's very special to me. And right next to it, one of my favorite plants, peace lily, and it's blooming. There's the bloom right there. It's blooming, enjoying life in this corner. Yeah, and right above it all, before we go there, let's just cover this. This is another marble queen. Can you see the duplication of things? There's one on the other side of the TV stand, and there's one on this side. And right here we have Ficus umbrellata. It's a beautiful, beautiful plant. It took me a while to get the hang of it as to how they like, what it likes, what it doesn't like, and now I think I've gotten the hang of it. But I must be honest, it really took me a while. I lost a lot of leaves. At some point, I thought I've killed it, because I woke up at some point one day and this thing was just down, and we had pests, and it was just not happy, you know. And I treated it with just soap and water, dish liquid soap and water, and I sprayed the entire plant, and I took it outside. I washed it off, even off that obviously solution, and yeah, and I lost quite a good amount of leaves, and it recovered beautifully, and we never went through that. I think I've gotten the message as to what it needs and what it doesn't like, what it likes. What I've noticed is it doesn't like to dry out. It really doesn't like to dry out. It droops, and so what I let it dry out a bit, not completely, because it does send you a message. It's like your peace lily kinds, they do show you when they are dry, they droop, their leaves will droop. So just before it goes beyond, I don't know how to put it, like too droopy, like way too droopy, just, yeah, I let it go slightly droopy, then I quickly give it water. So I've been on top of things with it, and we're doing well. It's continuing to give me new growth. So it's another plant my husband bought me, which I pray I'll be able to keep it alive for many years to come. It's also precious to me, very precious. It was a gift from my husband. And now this corner of the house is too bright here, so I'm gonna try and see if I can give you, yeah. Let's start with this. Let's start with this. This is your fiddle leaf fig. You know, that's the big mama, my big mama in the house. Yeah, I've got about a few fiddle leaf figs in the house. It's one of the plants I love amongst many. So yeah, this is my fiddle leaf fig. I love it. It's enjoying life, no issues. And right next to it, we have, this is my umbrella plant. Is it umbrella? Money plant. Yeah, this is my money plant. Yeah, this is my money plant. It's loving life. It's enjoying life. I didn't turn it around for a long time, so it's leaning this way. So I've just turned it this morning, so I wanted to straighten itself. And next to it is my alocasia, which is also enjoying life. It's loving life. So yeah, that's what we have happening at this corner right here, my planty corner. And we're gonna turn around. We've got another corner right here. And at this corner, we have, let's start at the bottom. Right here is my fiddle leaf fig. It was grown and big. Well, it had a long stem, and yeah, and it was not doing well. You know, the leaves were looking not very nice, and I decided to chop the top part off. And I'm glad I did that, because then it's bouncing back, it's living, it's enjoying itself. I mean, all this is new growth. So yeah, that's my fiddle leaf fig. That's my old fiddle leaf fig compared to all the ones I have in the house. You know, yeah. And right above it is my Monstera deliciosa, which is also happy and enjoying life, no issues at all, and is loving this corner because it's getting a good amount of light throughout the day. And above it, well, in the same space, we have my Hoya canosa, which I don't think I'll ever move from here. It's loving the space. It has grown so much. I mean, you can see it's finding its way. I need to see what's going on up there. It's finding its way here. I need to take it out. One of them went in here. Oh, there we go. So yeah, you can see it's finding its way. So what I will do over time is I will get clips which I can stick on this wood, and I can have it crawl along this wooden panel. So I'm excited for that. I love what's happening here, and trust me, I had nothing to do with it. It did this all by itself. I love it when nature takes its own course, you know. And right here by this side coffee table, I've got this beautiful umbrella plant. I've had this for years. It's continuing to give me new growth. It's just loving life. I mean, look at this lovely tiny new growth. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll bring you closer. That's what I've got happening here. Let me just bring you closer just to see this beautiful new growth that's happening here. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Absolutely amazing. Look at that. It starts off so tiny, And yeah, before you know it, it's a beautiful matured leaf. And lastly, I have what I have on my coffee table. Let's look at what I have on my coffee table. Just looking for a great light. There we go. That's better. I keep a watering can here with water. It helps. I actually do that around my house. When something dries up, yet I don't need to water everything else, I can just pick it up and just water. I know I need to give this water. This is my asparagus fan. It's loving it here. It's getting bright light throughout the day. It's not complaining at all. And this is my other Chinese, a different variety of a Chinese evergreen. And this one is my, what are you again? My philodendron Birkin, which is loving life. The first one I had, I must be honest, I was also learning how to care for it, and I killed it, eventually died, because I didn't know what I was doing with it. And I think I've gotten the hang of it, and I've had this for a long time now. So I seem to know what I'm doing, and I'm glad. Well, we learn as we go. So I always say, don't give up on a plant. Hey, never give up on a plant, especially if you like it. If you don't, yeah, why stress yourself? And next to it here, it's a rubber plant. This is a rubber plant. It's a peperomia obtusifolia. My goodness, these names are horrible. But anyway, this is a peperomia. It's a rubber plant. It's a beautiful plant. I've had it for a long time also. I love these. They're easy to care for, no issues at all. And this, while it's on the other side of the wall, it also features in my living area, my bamboo fan. So yeah, that is my old bamboo fan, which I divided into 3 parts. Was it 3 parts or 4 parts? I think 3 parts. Yeah, divided into 3 parts, and is doing very well. It was pot bound, huge and large and pot bound, and it was beginning to decline, and I decided to cut it into 3. I think I have a video of myself doing that. I did make a video doing that. But I did record a video on that. I'll see if I should have a video on that. I think I did. My goodness, I did. So I've got 3 of them now in the house. Obviously, this and 2 in my bedroom, and they're all doing very well. So if you've got a bamboo fan, the bamboo fan, yeah, and not a bamboo fan, a Boston fan. I knew I'm saying something completely wrong. This is a Boston fan. Yeah, Boston fan, not bamboo. Boston fan. Yeah. If you have it and it was beautiful and large and doing well, and all of a sudden it's declining, and you don't quite know why, check the roots. You might be dealing with a pot-bound plant. They can handle it for a while, but the problem with plants that are pot-bound is that they need to be frequently watered. So if you don't know your plant is pot-bound, chances are you are keeping the same watering schedule, and they dry, and you don't realize that they're drying out too quickly than they want to, like you would know, and then they become unhappy because they're drying out very quickly. But if you know it's pot bound, I would advise you to upsize the pot, or if you don't want to upsize the pot, I mean, this pot is huge, and I wasn't planning on upsizing the pot. It's big already. I mean, which size was I gonna go? So I decided to divide it into 3. I kept the same size pot, and I put others in another pots. So that's another thing you can do, or just up your watering levels, your watering routine. Water it more often, and that it doesn't dry out so quickly. Then it will be fine. Basically, then you end up with a fan growing in water at some point, because that's what becomes of it once it becomes pot bound. So just make sure that the water doesn't dry out completely, or the plant doesn't dry out completely. You keep up with the watering if you are not ready to repot it or upsize it, or you know what I mean. But anyway, it's one of my favorites amongst many. I love this plant, and it's loving the spot where it is. No issues, no complaints, you know. But yeah. That's all from me for today. It's been fun. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, have yourself a beautiful day. Looking forward to your comments, and we'll do this again. Yeah. Bye.